Alright, welcome back to Caleb's Corner, episode 2. So I've got my card reader here because we ran out of paper because we killed all the trees in the world. Alright, let's get on with the question. Question 1 is from our friend Justin, Texas, age 35. Caleb, I'm looking to become a professional hunter, but I'm a horrible amateur. What do I do? Let me tell you what. I am a professional, and I'm glad you came to me with this question, because I have a very, very good solution for you. Hunting is not an easy hobby to get into. It's very expensive, particularly up in the thousands region to get, not the equipment you're thinking, like a nice rifle. What the equipment you need to go down to your local truck dealer. You need to go down to your local truck dealer. Ask them if they have a nice Ram truck. Gotta have a Ram truck for this hobby. I use a Ram truck. My cousin uses Ram trucks. My friends down the street, they use Ram trucks. You gotta get at least 18-inch wheels and a police-style Ram bar. After that, head on down to good old I-95. You just start going. That's my advice. On to our second question from Tim from Tennessee. Age 30. Caleb, I am a cyclist here in my home city of Knoxville. Recently, I've been the victim of more than one road rage incident, and I need a way to protect myself. However, I'm a very prominent figure in the anti-gun movement here in the city. What can I use to defend myself without destroying my image? Well, let me tell you what, Phil. There's pepper spray. There's less lethal shotgun rounds, which would I prefer to carry in my own walking practices and cycling practices. Whenever I go into with at least 3 beanbags in it. For you, I'd recommend at least, possibly what we recommended for the dog owner in the last episode, a nice squirt gun filled with some Carolina Reapers. There's also, of course, the method of snow globes. I like to carry a few snow globes myself. I like to carry those small collector snow globes you can get in a souvenir shop. They're easy to throw, easy to hit. You can break them off on your bicycle. You can use them as a shank. It's all good. All right, we're going to move on to the next question. Question number 3 is Abby from New York, age 22. Greetings and salutations, Caleb. I'm a young woman from New York City who desperately wants to better her community. What advice can you give me? Getting a lot of young people wanting to help their communities, and I appreciate that. Since you're a woman, you probably didn't do none of that reading and writing like we do here, so I'd probably recommend not going down that course. Alright, that was my advice for Abby from New York. Next, we have Jerry from California, age 27. 27 is my favorite number. It's also a part of my birthday. Caleb, I am getting real tired of the fact that I can't drink my damn tap water or take a shower over 15 minutes. Why is it that we can't get any rain here? Is there anything you can do? Well, let me tell you what. I am not, in fact, a rain god. I'm just a man who answers questions on the internet. You're asking the wrong person here. But let me tell you what. I know a guy who can help you with some rain dance. He's Rainquaker98 from the last video. He was my good friend. I met him in real life a few times. He was a good guy. Kind of weird. I'd hit him up, Rainquaker98 at yahoo.com. He's a cool guy. But there you go. There's your Rain Man. We have a special surprise here on Caleb's Corner today. Boom!
You've got mail.
It's the Twitter alert. Go over to the Twitter bot.
This is a question from Twitter handle @xxripxxx. It's, hey, White Gold. I've been wanting to know how to start off my SoundCloud career, but I haven't really known who to ask. XD. So, my friends recommended you to me, so here I am. Can you give me some tips on starting out?
To answer your question, I do not, in fact, respond to the name White Gold anymore. That's a different me. That's a different time period. I don't do SoundCloud anymore. I don't do Zans. I stopped the SZA a few days ago. Ever since my homie Little Peep died, nothing's been the same. So, I really can't help you with your SoundCloud career. I'm retired. I might also say that I chickened out, but I wouldn't say that myself. Next up, we have Larry from Kentucky, age 43. Hello. I've never watched your show, but my state-granted attorney has recommended me that I write to you about my situation in hopes of some legal counsel. You came to the right place. I did, in fact, go to Harvard for 2 years of medical school, but dropped out because it was too easy. Let me explain my situation. A few days ago, I saw that my neighbor bring this gorgeous blonde into his barns and see her come out again. Later that night, I went over to investigate. My neighbor saw me enter his barn, however, and called the police. Long story short, the police burst in on me balls deep in my neighbor's new horse. I'm being forced to sell my home to pay for all the fines and fees. Is there any way for me to get out of this? Let me tell you what. You're probably going to want to get out of this the same way you tried to get out of that horse, by running away. I don't really have a lot of advice for you, horse fucker. I recommend not fucking your neighbor's horse anymore, and I'm a little bit baffled, quite frankly, that I was granted legal status as a legal consultant, but yeah, don't fuck the horse again. Not that you're going to be able to, you're going to be homeless now. Alright, we have a lot of callers from California. I'm going to have to ask people from California to stop sending me letters. I don't like Californians, and I don't like California. That's why I have a National Firework Day in the California forest. I, in fact, start the California wildfires. I think it's funny. We have Danielle from California, age 19. What is your workout routine? I'm glad you asked. I'm genuinely glad you asked, because I have a very extensive workout routine. I'm going to get very, very detailed. Alright, let me tell you how we start. First, I wake up. Then I lay in bed for an hour and make sure that I actually want to be awake. Most of the time the answer is no, so I go back to sleep for another hour. After that, I wake up at 4 o'clock. That's in the evening, not in the morning. But it doesn't really matter. You can wake up whenever you feel like it. It's what happens afterward. That's when the magic happens. First, I commando roll directly out of bed on the floor. I don't have a bed frame. I just go right from mattress straight to floor. It's a much easier solution. A lot of the time I used to fall on the floor, and I broke bones that way. After that, I stand up, and then I sit back down on the edge of the bed because I didn't really want to stand that. After that, I stand back up again, and then I sit back down because I didn't really want to get up at that time either. Alright, but the third time, that's when the magic starts to happen. That's when I walk over into my bathroom and I take my morning piss. That's the really crazy part of this workout routine. It involves at least 60 muscles, and you have to stretch beforehand. After that, we come back into here, into this computer room, and I sit down on my computer, and that is what I do for the next 24 hours. But that is why these fingers are the strongest fingers in this neck of the woods. They have strangled at least 10 deer into submission after the roadkill incidents. That is my daily workout. Alright, next question. We have Donald, 25, from Florida. Do you have experience on a motorcycle? As a matter of fact, yes, I do. I have at least 5 years experience on a bicycle. A bicycle is exactly the same as motorcycle, only slower, and I have to pedal it. And that's why I don't do a bicycle anymore, because I am a fat man and I don't do bicycle work. I don't exercise. That's why I sit in this chair and answer YouTube videos. Let me tell you, but you do not need as much expensive equipment as they say that you do in most YouTube channels. You also do not need to be anywhere near as careful. Do not bother with road conditions. The only thing that you need when you are cycling is a very good life insurance policy. We are here for a good time, not a long time. That is my motto. That is why I do at least 5 things of crack cocaine a day. So that is my advice to you, Donald, from Florida. Some people might call you a squib if you ride in shorts and a short sleeve shirt. I would call them pussies. But yeah, just don't take the L. Don't fall. Try to avoid getting hit, and you're going to be in for a very good time, but probably still not a long time because you're riding an organ donor. Our last question for the day is from Billy, 32, West Virginia. I know that West Virginia. I've been in West Virginia. I've explored a lot of West Virginia, and he says, I am from a small country town and dream of a big city life. Any advice on moving to the big city? Let me tell you what, Billy, don't. Billy, just don't. Billy, just don't. Don't.